All right, all right. Welcome, everybody. You know what? I think John Carpenter should endorse this show because a lot of our movie talks has been around his movies, right? We did
A lot of
Halloween. We did They Live. Now everybody wants to talk about, The Thing. I wanted to wait a little bit because I don't want to look like I'm doing all John Carpenter's, but hey, if a man makes great movies, what can you say? I
makes
mean,
great movies.
they're great movies. The one thing about the thing. I hate when they only use two letters in his movies. They live, the thing,
Yeah.
Halloween. He doesn't like to use big sentences, so it kind of messes you up. But you remember last week, we did the worst top 50 votes, whatever, and I don't know who voted, what people voted, and
No.
how somehow The Thing was in the top 50 worst movies of all
No.
time. I'm still dumbfounded, right? Because listen, the 2011 The Thing is technically a prequel. It wasn't that bad, but I mean, if you're gonna put a thing on there, I guess I would rather see the 2011 The Thing than the 1982 The Thing. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I watched it today, so it was the same kick-ass movie. I liked it, so I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him.
If you actually have, I don't know about the UK, but it seems like right now on Amazon Prime in America that they're giving you a free trial of a Cinemax on there. I don't know if it's like that in the UK, and they do have the 2011 prequel to Thing, which it's really not that bad of a movie. It's the 2011 The Thing kind of gets a bad rap because at first when they came out with the commercials and all that, they didn't tell you it was a prequel. So I think in most people's mind, they judged it because a woman was a star in the movie, and because you remember Kirk Russell. Kirk Russell, who just fucking kicked ass at that role. And then you're seeing a commercial to this movie, and you're thinking you're going to replace a man, Kirk Russell, with a woman. And I'm serious. What people thought. But, now that it's a prequel, it's really a pretty good movie. Think about this, Bob. It's in Alaska, right? One thing about horror in Alaska.
Eric, it's not Alaska. It's Antarctica.
Oh, I'm sorry. Antarctica.
Alaska disappeared. Well, the North Pole disappeared. Yeah.
Antarctica. Now, this movie is 1982, where the technology of communications wasn't like easy. You have to do like radar. You have to So when something shit happens out there, it's not like here in the States or where you're at, where you call the cops, call the Air Force, call whoever, call your neighbors. If something happens out there in the fucking Antarctica, you're on your own, baby.
Well, yeah, and then they're sovereign. Remember, they're sovereign. So each building is like that's a country. That's maritime law sovereign. So the science quarters, all the buildings it's America with the American flag. And then over there is Sweden. It belongs to, so you go to their place, you're going to Sweden. If you go to there, you're going to Russia. It's the Russian. So all the countries own all the science buildings, and they're distances apart. Yeah.
Now, I am going to agree with Tech FX. One of the problems that they do with some of these sequels, you saw this with American Werewolf in Paris versus American Werewolf in London. They started to use too much of the CGI graphics, and it's just horrible. But if you guys, I want to show you guys something. I actually got a clip. It's not copyrighted strike. It's a clip of when the dogs are they put the dogs in the cage where they transform into a creature. So
yes.
So I want to show that clip, and just to show the people in the chat, this is practical effects. This is not CGI. Even though this movie is 1982, watch this scene and watch this effect. I always say there's three movies that I said had probably, in my opinion, the best practical special effects that I've seen. There's probably a lot more. 3 of them for me is The Thing, Dragon Slayer. That fucking dragon looks real. And the third one is American Werewolf in London. I mean, practical special effects. Now, I'm gonna
hard working special effects, like a crew with equipment, latex, a whole crew, not just fucking somebody in front of a computer screen.
Now,
yeah, a crew.
Like I said, this is not a strike, so I will. Like last week, I couldn't play a trailer because they took it off the air. So this is the dog transformation, guys. I want everybody in the chat. I don't care if you like movies or not. Just watch the special effects of these dogs. I mean, it's just fucking badass. Here we go. Let me go here. Let me get the volume up. Look at that. I know it's not clear here, but look at that shit.
Yes.
I mean, this is 1982, Bob. Look how real that looks.
Yeah. It looks wet.
Wet, yes.
Blood wet. Like fleshy wet.
It's not a long clip. It's only like 4 minutes, but it's worth it. I know it's a little dark, but do you find this clip on YouTube? So, and remember, this ain't fucking CGI.
Just good old-fashioned special effects with latex, fake blood, the whole crew, man. They hired people for a living. Actual people. They were not nerds. They were working motherfuckers. No offense to the computer people, but come on, man. And everybody looks real, man. Like they're not matching clothes. You've got cut off sleeves.
Look at that.
Wow.
Seriously, look at that.
Puppetry at its best. Oh yeah. Yes.
Dude.
I can watch it over and over again.
Oh.
Shoot.
No offense, he actually had to shoot the dogs. I mean, they're already affected.
Well, yeah, they were being attacked by an alien, a thing.
Look at that! Oh God!
Oh. Real slime. And this is when this was badass. This is before Elon Musk got a hold of them. This is when real men had flamethrowers. Oh.
God.
Oh, yeah. When real men had flamethrowers. Oh.
I mean, seriously, just. I mean,
isn't it beautiful? That was beautiful.
CGI is junk. If you don't use CGI right, I mean, if you do CGI, you have to go all in, kind of like Jurassic Park, where you got to go fucking all in, because if you go half-ass with CGI, I don't understand why even though CGI so much when it seems like movies that do CGI they pay a lot more. It looks more fake. That's why I just don't get it. Because this is what's sad. This is why movies like The Thing don't really get like a lot of additional movies. Because I'll tell you why. It was pretty sad. Because if you look at the budget, that budget was $15 million. All right. Now, world gross, the movie only made like 19 million. So if you put in the budget to like promote this movie really just broke even. This movie didn't even really make a profit. Now, hopefully, because this is during the time of VHS and all that, hopefully it made its money back with home movies.
Well, yeah, remember back then everybody went to the movies, but that's just when VHS was coming out. So a lot of people that was that new time period where people stopped going to the movies. And, we had laser records, but we remember you and I had a huge stack of laser records, but they didn't take off. So people were either buying VHS or Beta. Then remember, Beta lost to VHS. So everyone was sitting at home in VHS. They were just.
Yeah. Now, this is the problem. Yeah. You do another thing in 2011. Like I said, it wasn't that bad of a movie, but because you used bad CGI, that movie actually costed $38 million to make. That one. Now, why did it cost $38 million? I mean, you only have a handful of people, just like the first one in Antarctica. You film it anywhere and call it Antarctica. So where did $38 million go? And then the movie only made $31 million worldwide. So the 2011 was a box office bomb. Okay. Yeah. Now, that's why you will probably never see, you don't need to see another thing anyway, but I don't think you'll ever see another thing unless you get Blumhouse to take over and make it for like $8 million and go back to practical special effects, get away from CGI, then you can really make something. But this tells you right here, all because you do CGI, you have a higher budget, you lost money on this. You lost.
Yeah, and remember, everybody fed off this plate, man, because you even had Fangora magazine with a whole. If those of you guys that know Fangora magazine, remember, it was all about latex. It's all about special effects in movies, including gore, slasher stuff, monsters. The Thing was in there. There was a whole spread on The Thing in there. All the special effects, all the people. It just having the old school way of doing things employed a lot of people. Now everybody wants fast food. They want CGI fast food. CGI this. See, I'm sick. I just watched iRobot yesterday. I digged it, but I'm sick of my stomach a little bit because it was nothing but pure ass CGI. I'm just like, I can't watch it, man. It's a headache. I want texture.
Oh, not this one. I put the wrong one up. I'm gonna actually. I got the 1982 trailer version. I thought it'd be fun. I keep on pulling up the wrong one. God damn it! I'm a goddamn amateur. Here we go. Hold on. Here we are. There we go. Okay. Let me see here. This is the 1982 trailer.
Hey, this is US Station 31. You read me?
Station 31, Eric. 13.
Need some help down here. Can anybody hear me? We found something.
Station 31.
Hold on. Let me press pause for a second. I'll put back. This is interesting. I didn't know this. This guy says the 2011 was shot with practical effects, but the studio insisted on mapping CGI over the top in post-production. Well, I don't get it. Listen, unless the practical effects, the people they use look so bad, they decide to go with CGI, because if it looked as good as the original, Why would you do that? But okay, I'm sorry. I saw that comment.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Thank you for contributing.
12 men have just discovered something. For 100,000 years, it was buried.
I love how they did the old trailers with the talking in it.
Now it has found a place to live.
Yeah.
Inside, where no one can see it, or hear it, or feel it.
I know I'm human. Some of you are still human.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. Then it's won.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? He can beat one of those things.
Flamethrower, man. Shotguns.
Look at all that.
War. Aliens. God. The teenage are connected. What the hell? Anyway, dude, beer. We got Budweiser, and obviously endorsement. Budweiser, dudes. You got flamethrowers, shotguns, pistols, aliens, flying saucer at the beginning. I mean,
I know. Hey, I'm gonna play. I am gonna play the 2011 trailer, just so people can get a reminder. And we'll kind of see what it looks like in this trailer. See if they put in some CGI. Just kind of see the difference. And you know what's funny thing is this one has no copy strike or no copy thing on this one or nothing. It's like
they need the advertisement.
Please show us. We want people to see this.
They want the advertisement. Here we go.
You know, we found something quite remarkable.
What'd they find?
There's a structure.
In
Like I
another.
said, I had no problem them using her.
Yeah.
So this ain't a remake.
This is Kate Lloyd's Columbia Paleontology. Let me show you why you flew 10,000 miles. We estimate it's been here 100,000 years. I'm going to take a tissue sample.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yes, I do.
And these are the Norwegians. They're Norwegian.
Yeah, if you have Amazon, like I said, you can watch this. I'm trying to see if they show aliens in this trailer.
The Norwegians. Come on, show me a creature.
Somebody was attacked, but it seems everyone is fine.
If you notice, what they try to do is they bring better looking people. You notice how they're better shaved and stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say that.
I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking. Look at the other one. They look more like garbage. These people look more clean.
Like 80. Like somebody walked out of Animal House. They got the sweatshirts and the flannel. They got the long underwear underneath their sweatshirts. Oh, the flamethrower again. Try to bring the flamethrower.
Here we go. I'm going to show a creature.
I can't let this thing leave. If it makes it out of here, millions of people could die.
But you know, it's kind of funny because it's supposed to be the prequel, right? The before one, but the other one obviously had 70s, basically 70s technology or vehicles, what have you. So this is supposed to be the prequel, but they've got all modern equipment. They're wearing modern jackets. They're wearing everything modern. Everything modern. Yeah, blame it on the Norwegians.
And one thing I noticed, right? You saw the first trailer, or if you saw the thing, you saw when they were looking over the ice. You saw the ship. Okay, in the 2011, they were driving that yellow vehicle, and it fell. I mean, when it fell, it felt like super deep. Like it didn't look that deep with the original, and this one, it looks like they went way down. It's like
Yeah.
deep. I mean, what? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed weird to me because it was so modern of everything they had, all their equipment, everything was modern like you would see now. But then when you see the 1982 The Thing, the original, these guys, like you said, they're wearing like thermo underwear through sweat, cut off sweatshirts. Dude smoking a joint the whole time. He's like they're drinking beer. Kurt Russell's walking around with a bottle of whiskey and a cowboy hat. He's just drinking. It's totally fucking different. And their jackets mismatched. I mean, everyone's wearing mismatched clothes, and it literally looked like they just come out of a frat fucking house. I mean, it was nothing to do with the Norwegians. Everybody has the same, nice sweater. Like, what the fuck?
Who's gonna say the Norwegians, right? The American, fuck them, let them die.
Yeah.
The only American is actually that woman, I think.
Yeah, she was the only American. I saw a long time ago. She was in a couple of movies. I can't remember. Something Saves the Universe or some weird. I can't remember.
People in the chat, the 1951 version of The Thing. What's the actual full title of the 1951? Because the title wasn't just called The Thing. There's actually a full title for the 1951 version. Does anybody know it? Yeah, the 1951 wasn't just called The Thing.
Huh.
It actually had a whole paragraph, or a whole sentence, a whole one-liner. Does anybody know it? Don't cheat. Don't go to freaking Google and type it in. Nobody? Oh, man. Oh, I can't believe nobody knows the original. Okay, here we go. The original, hold on. Unless my chat's not working. Let me see. I want to see here.
The original Thing.
The Thing from Another World. Yep, there it is.
Wow.
Another World. That's what was.
Who won the cookie? Who got it? Who was the one who said it?
Oh, the winner.
Who's the winner?
Jonathan Hobbs.
Nice, Jonathan Hobbs. Nice job, dude.
And it's also based on the book Who Goes There. Yes, that is a fact. That's true.
Very good. Very good job.
So, and you know what I think I love about the 50s, dude? I love their pictures. I mean, they're just awesome. Howard Hawk production, The Thing from Another World.
Yes. Yeah, I love all the 50s stuff, man. I love all of it. I love it all.
That's what the creature looked like in that.
He looks like was it Leviathan? Leviathan?
It looks like one of those Klingons. If you paint him darker, it looks like a Klingon Star Trek.
Well, he looks like that one they made a prequel, like a prequel to a prequel of Alien, where they go to I think it was Mars, and then they find the busted ship or whatever, but they come to Earth and he dissolves. He eats some shit and he dissolves into. They make man with their own cells. I don't know if you saw that one. What's that? Not Leviathan. What the fuck's that called? Oh, I can't remember. It was the prequel to. There we go.
He has both lead actors of The Thing 2011, Kurt Russell and Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Oh, okay. I didn't know that part. I knew Kurt Russell was it. Yeah. Okay. Very cool.
Proof movie has both lead actors of The Thing. Hold on. Kurt Russell was in 2011? What?
Well, yeah. So actors of The Thing. And maybe he's talking about Kurt Russell that was in 82, and then another actor was in probably 2011, probably combined together in one show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, because remember, Kurt Russell was in that Tarantino. Was it Tarantino made that one? Yeah, where he was something to stuntman. It was like, who is it? He's a stuntman Mike.
Oh yeah. Once Upon a Hollywood. That's Quentin Tarantino. Yeah.
Yeah, stuntman Mike, and then he drove that really fast car, and he had the cage, and he.
Oh yeah, Death Proof. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd murder his victims in the car. Death Proof. That was a great
double feature.
Great. Rodriguez made the other one. I forget his first name, but Tarantino and Rodriguez made that combined double. They did the double feature. It was so cool. They did the double feature.
Bob, since you just freshly watched it, Shaka Khan, you had a personal Medela kind of with the earring.
Yeah.
Did you notice that maybe you had a personal Medela with that when you saw it?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. I had ripped it, so I obtained the movie through other means through the computer, and so the version I got, I did not see. The only earring that I saw was in the African American actor.
Okay.
The only earring I saw. I looked really hard. Now, it was very dark. There was a lot of different scenes, but maybe I missed it. Maybe I can't. And I was sitting with somebody else from England. They watched this with me. Look for an earring, and we looked, and there was no earring anywhere, with the exception of the black actor. So the white actors, I didn't see any earrings. I was like, I can't see no earrings, which is ironic because I just found out that David Bowie, in that there's a video with Queen under pressure, looking down on me, under pressure. David Bowie has an earring now. I've never noticed before. Also, David Bowie has and it's a horn. It's a spike in his ear. And I'm like, wait a minute. When they made these videos, they didn't have spiked earrings. What the fuck?
I remember this. Remember this?
Oh.
The freaking head, when the head had like the legs come out like a spider and then two eyes.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah. Yeah, when the head actually grew.
I'm still shocked on how the fuck this movie could be on a 50 worst movie list. I mean, how?
Based off the money made. So the bean counters they just looked at the money made. I guarantee you, look at all those movies back on that 50 worst list. I guarantee you they're basing it off the amount of money they made per movie. If it's a low budget for a low amount of money made for the movie, they're going to call it a bad movie. In other words, they didn't even watch the movie. They looked at how much money it was made, and they said, oh, this must be a bad movie. But they put it on the list because they didn't make any money. So I'm just saying it. Here we go. The alarm goes off.
What I'm going to show right here is I'm actually going to show you one more trailer, but this one is the 1951 trailer.
Oh, let's see it.
This one's only 1 minute and 34 seconds. Here we go. Oh, he pulled that gun away from him really quickly.
Those hands and those eyes. We've got to do something about it. You've got.
Did he throw a drink in a man's face?
I know. It looked like
They're
it.
very uniform when they walk. They walk very uniform-like.
But not even the world's greatest scientific minds cannot. Gentlemen, do you realize we've found a being from another world?
Look how professional they are.
One fold from here. Only community. The green
God.
working, I couldn't see. The blank of cold air.
They do have.
Come here.
There's no social distancing involved in this one.
In front of you. Stay by the light to it.
I know, right? There's nothing scary so far. There's only 34 seconds left. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, they got a fire again. They got a fire.
Flames cannot destroy the thing. No bullets kill it. It's like a little Batman here. A story of modern science that challenges imagination.
My
Produced
God.
by Howard Hawks.
Male war bride, Red River. The thing.
Police by
Rat
Arcade.
can on it?
What?
Was that a trap? He looked like Ned Kelly. Ned Kelly was he was an outlaw in Australia, an early cowboy outlaw. He wore a metal helmet. Looked like he was wearing a metal helmet like Ned Kelly.
Can't believe this is in the 50s worst list. Yeah, Jonathan, if you're on, if you watch our show last week, I can't remember which episode we did it on. It was the last part of the hour. We decided just to go look at what do they consider the first, the worst 50, and it was just like they had the Hitcher on there. Remember, they had the Hitcher, and like really,
Hitcher. Dude, when are we gonna? I want to watch we gotta do it on the Hitcher, man. I want to watch it.
God damn it, Bob, you fucking ruined it because the Hitcher is this Thursday.
Oh, was it now?
Yes, it really was. It really was.
Good. Did I just read your mind? You actually, guys, he didn't tell me. No, he didn't. I won't know. No, actually, he didn't tell me. I've just been thinking about watching the Hitcher. I don't know. Maybe we've got some kind of telepathic thing going back and forth. But I've been wanting to watch the Hitcher. That's why I brought it up.
No, because the Hitcher is on the streaming services. So I'm like, everybody can watch it because the Hitcher is one of those movies that we can't say anything about it because that's Thursday.
No, next show.
It's kind of different. It's not about just about the horror. It's about the process of getting to horror. I don't want to ruin anything right there. But let me pull up some pictures here. Go back to the thing.
Yeah.
Pull up some pictures. Now,
but at least I enjoyed rewatching this one. I actually really, really enjoyed rewatching this one. Worth it.
What does he say? Did anybody catch the predictive programming?
Let's see. And the thing, give us an example. I mean, there are aliens that maybe are mimicking humans. Maybe they're the Archons. Maybe they're like lizard people from within. But this thing actually, Eric, did you notice the one scene when they were taking out the thing was taking on the dogs, right? It was killing all the dogs. It was absorbing them into its body. Right before he hit the fire extinguisher, did you notice a flower? It did the swirl, and it was a fucking flower. It was a flower. I mean, it looked like a flower. I mean, it looked like a plant. I mean, maybe it could have been like a monster that looked like a plant, but it literally looked like that thing was like a flower. They produced a flower before it got torched.
This is what I was talking about earlier. This is the picture of the ship in the ground, and I mean it's deep, but in the 2011, it looked like when the car thing went down, it went down a lot further than this.
Yeah. Alien space.
Technically, you could technically do a sequel to this. I don't think they should because you know unless you're gonna age Kirk Russell and his partner at the end, because at the end of the movie, if you remember, they never showed them die. They showed them like finding that remember at the ending, the alien was actually rebuilding a ship.
Yeah.
Okay, they found where they're rebuilding the ship, and they burnt it or whatever, and then just show those two guys just talking to each other on the ground. So you assume they're going to die because they're going to freeze to death, but technically,
Antarctica.
No. And they could have been. You could make a sequel, or the very next day they were saved, or 2 hours later.
They could build a radio. I mean, I know they blew everything. Everything's on fire, pretty much burned down, but they get enough parts together, they could put together a radio. I'm sure some of the equipment somewhere still has a radio inside of it that hasn't been burned up. So,
have you read somewhere it was a child's because you couldn't see his breath in the cold?
It was child's because he could.
Yep,
a flower. Yes, it was a flower. Thank you. There's two of us. It's a flower.
So where's this flower at again? Now, so I'm watching the movie. So they have a flame torch. Was it a flame torch when they're? What is this? Hold on. Actually, you could see a bit of a child's breath. Oh, really?
Okay. Oh, okay. I know what they're saying. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was. Yeah. Well, it was. It keeps morphing into weird things, but I think they're talking about a child was a child, like morph. It was like trying to come out of it, but I saw the flower. I saw it looked like a head, and then it opened up to be a flower. That's what it was, like a head. It looked like a heart muscle. It opened up.
Thing. I'm just curious. Oh my god! And what? You sure it wasn't these flowers?
No, it kind of reminded me of oh god. There's so many movies. I can't remember them all.
Oh.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like Invasion of imagine if it was kind of like, in fact, I think the Invasion of the Body Snatchers just came out like a few years earlier with Donald Sutherland, which you didn't like, I think. But
No,
yeah,
the Body Snatchers. No. I like the movie. Donald Sutherland is just a little bit of a boring actor, but I mean, I like the movie. He's just not an exciting actor. He has to play like that kind of a role because he's just like even in the movie Animal House, where Donald Sutherland like smoking pot with them. He's not energetic kind of an actor.
But you got to take that back because he was killer and kick ass and hilarious in Kelly's Heroes.
And Kelly's Hero is his best movie he's ever done.
He played Oddball in Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah, but even Oddball was a hippie kind of a soldier, so he wasn't like Brad Pitt type of soldier. So
they fragged his officer. They fragged the officer in charge of their tank. So they've been collecting his paycheck. So Crap Game, which was the sergeant in charge of supplies, was keeping the money coming to him, and they didn't report that the officer in charge died. So those guys were kicking it in the back with their tank, just eating and drinking and having a great time. Ooh.
I just, like I said, I just don't understand when you have good practical, kind of like American Wolf in London, when you have good effects, stuff like this, why would you even do CGI? I'm telling you, people on computers, this is nothing against people who are IT people who build, work on computers. It's not like the same kind of passion. Like if you're a comic book artist, drawing comic books or something, it's not the same passion as somebody just saying, okay, what do you want this scene to have? Okay. You know what I mean? There's not that true love. When people who make this, they love this. These people love the shit out of this. You know why? You know why Star Wars was so good? Because George Lucas invented this special effect company himself and tell people, try things for the first time. Let's do something that nobody has done before. And when you're in that kind of an atmosphere to do something that nobody's ever done before, magic, real stuff comes out of just saying, okay, let's do this thing on a computer. There's not the same love. No offense. Those guys are more geeky. I'm not saying, bad about them, but they're more geeky than somebody who actually does true practical effects.
Yeah, totally. A lot more love into it. A lot more camaraderie. A lot more.
What about the invasion of the shaved ball snatchers?
Yes, they're that was pretty scary, man. If you look at a set of balls, it looks like two flower petals that are like this with veins, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Correct. Correct. You can.
It would be a funny skit. I mean, seriously. You know how it's showing forming people's bodies, people's heads? What if, as a joke, not a joke, but in the movies, when they start forming, they start with the balls first.
I just don't think that they would care because that's a reproductive organ. If you're an alien reproducing another person, you wouldn't, because you're asexual, Eric. You reproduce by just shaving a little bit of yourself off, and then they reproduce, so you wouldn't need testicles. It'd be like a Ken doll. It'd be all smooth up and down. It'd be like Elon Musk or any other politician up there in the whatever the reptilians live. They'd be smooth with a Clayco opening, but not even that. They're like Ken dolls. Yeah, so they're asexual.
Well, if they did that, I bet you Joey be pausing it right there. Oh, look at his balls.
Yeah,
look at his balls.
He would examine he would zoom in on it and have
Joey will make sure that the balls that this alien is forming looks real, has the real texture.
He'd ignore all the other special effects and zoom in just where the testes are. You see them dude, get away from the ball shit. We're looking at the arms, the entire body's morph into one. There's like 20 bodies morphing into one, and you keep talking about the balls. We don't know where the balls go. Somehow they get sucked back into the monster because it's asexual. Man, he would
great ball hair. That may make zippers even more of a hazard. They already are.
Yeah, that's why I liked 501s. Thank you very much. I'm a big 501 fan because you don't get your you don't get it caught in the zipper. You're like, well, don't you wear underwear?
Even like this scene in the thing on how John Carpenter, when they're in the snow, some movies like they've been in the snow, 2 minutes into a scene, all the snow's off. Here, he made these guys look frozen. Look at their beards, frozen. Yeah, and it's those little things that people don't realize that. Look like this. Look how frozen he looks.
Attention to detail, man. This is Antarctica. It's fucking cold. I mean, it's cold. Yeah, they make them look cold. I mean, they look frozen. They look like Buck Rogers in the 25th century, whatever.
Buck Rogers had like crystals like coming off his beard. Because look at his beard right there. That's Bob. That's what you will look like with your beard. You would have stuff hanging off the beard.
I would look like Father Christmas. I would have just icebergs hanging off my face. But at least my face will be warm. A lot of you guys don't know we're headed towards the apocalypse, so you guys might want to grow beards. You keep your face warm. People that are listening to me are growing beards. Eric's even attempting. He's got too much Cherokee. By the way, Eric's wife found a picture of our great grandfather. He was a Texas Ranger. He's Cherokee. He's actually got a picture of him.
Our great grandpa is 100% pure Cherokee.
And a Texas Ranger. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
he looked like Eric, but if Eric had darker skin and darker hair, he'd look like Eric. Like that's where it came from.
501 suck if you got the quick steps.
I like 501. When I was in Japan, you could trade those for a lot of things.
Tech FX sees what I'm seeing. Yeah, the snow cold effects was great too. Because look, just look at the picture, guys. Just look at him. He fucking looks frozen, dude. If this movie was made now, I guarantee they wouldn't put the crystals on the beard. He wouldn't look like he was already frozen. Like you said, this is Antarctica. This is what you go outside, you die. People don't realize that in the real cold, like Antarctica, even parts of Alaska, that if you run outside naked, after like 3-4 minutes, you kind of like explode on the inside because of the coldness.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it explode, but you'd be pretty damn cold and freeze in the inside. You get hypothermia real fast. But he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman. Was it something Freeze, Mr. Freeze? Was it something Freeze? You remember? Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman? He was like Mr. Freeze or something, and he was like he had the ice face like that. He looked like that.
Here, I know what you're talking about, Mr. Freeze and Batman. That stupid Batman movie. The worst Batman movie ever.
To me, they were the better ones. There we go. That's it. That ain't him. That's not. That's that. What is this guy? Where's Arnold Schwarzenegger?
That's him.
No, it's not him. Arnold Schwarzenegger did not look like that skinny man. That guy needs a fucking sandwich. Arnold Schwarzenegger don't need a sandwich. He eats anything he wants, and he makes his way with any house help. He's got multiple kids from house help, but he did not look like that skinny guy.
That's the original Mr. Freeze in the TV show.
Okay.
But
Okay, yeah.
Crystals, okay, but look how.
No, that man needs a sandwich. That's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, it is him.
That's him.
Well, okay, that's more like him. Man, he looks skinny in that one. Okay, so that's Mr. Freeze. That's him. That's more like him with a bigger head. So yeah, Kurt Russell and Mr. Freeze look the same. That looks skinny for him, man.
I know it really does. I didn't realize how skinny the face he is.
Oh yeah, wow, looks like a meth head.
Look at this one. Look at this one. Classic movie Batman villain, Mr. Freeze, and look at his eyebrows. Can't they color his eyebrows?
They think they put some crystal in them like they do with Kurt Russell. They do like with Kurt Russell. They didn't put like some kind of crystals in them. They didn't. Yeah.
That looks horrible. I mean, I'm serious. Even that was made in the 50s too. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But here, let's go back to the thing. The thing images. Go back here. Because like I said, now that's a frozen body. That's how Mr. Freeze should have looked like. But, you know.
Yeah, he looks like, that's the original Mr. Freeze right there. That's what he looked like right there.
That's what Mr. Freeze should have looked like. Right there. That's perfect. You know, there was another Mr. Freeze character in a pilot episode in a TV series in the 80s. And I guarantee that nobody, maybe one person, nobody would get this. I want to see if somebody gets this. Hey guys, there was a series that only lasted one season in the 80s. Where in the pilot episode that was 2 hours long, had a character that was like Mr. Freeze, that he could freeze things. It was a TV series. I'll give a hint. They were like superheroes. So while you guys try to find it, I'm going to pull up to see if I get a picture of this. I'm going to try to find it. I want to see if anybody in the chat could get this.
That was a pilot, Eric, and it never took off, right?
No,
it was a pilot.
No, they did a whole season, but the Freeze character was only in the pilot because he was too expensive to put in the rest of the series, and the series only lasted one season.
They got the guy with the leather jacket, right? They had a guy with a leather jacket. Okay, the guy with the leather jacket, and then you had Mr. Freeze. Oh fuck, dude, that's old. I doubt if anybody remembers this series. I mean, that's really obscure, like A-Team kind of thing. This is back when the 80s, the A-Team, like with the
This was the 80s, and when this was on for the first season, I actually loved it. One guy shoots electricity out of his hands, one guy shrinks, and the girl moves bodies. It was the girl, I think it was the one who plays in Friends.
Yes. The brunette, the skinny one, and the sandwich now. Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna get it.
Yeah, the anorexic one. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let me share the screen.
Oh God, that's
but I remember Automan. No, it wasn't Automan, but I remember Automan. Here it is. Here it is.
It's not Square Pegs. Square Pegs came out of the
Misfits of Science.
Misfits of Science. Yeah. Oh,
right here. You got this guy in a silver outfit was their Freeze. Remember, they put him in a suit and he could freeze things. You got the guy who shoots electricity. You got her who moves people. This guy was just a doctor, a scientist doctor. And the tall African American guy shrinks to like a little bit.
This is before all these superhero movies, dude.
Yeah.
These guys were way before. This is like American. Oh, was it American Hero? What was it called? Greatest American Hero.
American Hero.
Yeah, Greatest American Hero. And then you have the Misfits of Science. Oh my God, yeah. This is way before all the other movies come out. Wow.
And what's her name?
Yeah.
What's her name?
She's in Friends. She's in Friends. Yeah, she's the Anna Rex in Friends.
I'm gonna go to IMDb. The Misfits of Science.
She was dating the cokehead actor. He was a cokehead for a long time. So there was a cokehead actor. Then there's the anorexic brunette girl right there, and then there was
Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox, yeah, and Courtney Cox also started with. She started with the boss, Bruce Springsteen. Whatever.
Coming on the stage with him. Oh, there's a big picture of Mr. Freeze. See?
Yeah.
And the reason is the show cost us so much money to make, it just didn't get no ratings. And like you said, Bob, this is like the originals X-Men in a way. This is the original X-Men. I mean,
these were the originals.
The Greatest American Hero was like your Superman. Misfits of Science was like the first really true X-Men on TV. And everybody always says a superhero movies, they always give credit to the X-Men on how they got a bunch of people together, but nobody ever talks about the Misfits of Science. They are this.
But had it made it big, then Courtney Cox would have never been in Friends.
Adventure starts here. The soul of Empire in the heart of Beverly Hills. The guys are in for a shocking surprise.
Misfits of Science, yeah. But she would have never met. She would have never been on Friends. She would never hung out with Rachel with the cool ass hair, and then the cokehead actor. I can't remember his name, and all the other goofy bastards. Yeah, one of them's now Joey. I guess Joey, the actor Joey on there is now
Dancing in the Dark. Dancing in the Dark. It was Dancing in the Dark. That's the where he's on stage, and they do that. They do that. You know, like that old '80s dance. How they swing like that. You know. Am I doing it right, Bob? Am I doing it right?
Doing it too, man. I'm doing it with you. Where's Courtney Cox? We need young Courtney. We need a young underage Courtney Cox to dance with us on stage, because that's what you did in the '80s. You had underage girls on stage dancing with you as a big star.
Oh, Condor Man! I remember Condor Man.
Condor Man. Yes, that was Walt. Was it a Walt Disney movie? He had that. He was overseas. He had that big ass condor, like glider wing. He had the glider wing. I saw that at the movie theater. He had glider wing, Condor Man.
Yeah.
Glider wings.
Oh shit.
He had an actual glider wings on his back. He had a glider on his back. He had a chick that would hold on to him as he flies. Condor Man. Way to go, Condor Man. Oh, that looks way different. I don't remember the wings looking like that on the end, man.
I know. This actually looks badass. I mean,
yeah.
Dude, this looks more badass than the Avenger guy that flies.
Because it's real wings. They actually built real wings. This is back before CGI, dude. They actually had real wings. You imagine that poor bastard being pushed off he really gotta fly. You're gonna fly. Real wings. Don't we have some kind of computer? No, you're gonna fly with real wings. Push you off the edge. I think it was in Italy.
And of course, this is one of my favorites. I mean, I'm serious. This is one of my favorites. The American Greatest Hero. Because
believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be
that theme song was the first theme song that ever hit #1 on the radio.
I remember. Yeah.
On the radio, believe it or not. Yep.
Yeah, and then it was like, what's the matter, you? Hey, what's it gonna do? Hey, shut up in your face. That was another song that was #1, up way above people's pay grade on that one. But yeah, believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
And I don't know if you remember this one. Let me see here.
He lost the instruction manual in the uniform. Should have fucking took that left turn at Albuquerque, man.
Remember the TV show Street Hawk, where they had the motorcycle that can like open up and.
I don't remember Street Hawk. I remember Airwolf. I don't remember Street Hawk. I don't remember Street Hawk. Street Hawk. You got me on that one. I must have been out playing when this came on. Street Hawk.
And of course, you got Automan.
Automan. I remember.
It was like Green Tron.
Oh God. Automan. Street Hawk. Where's Airwolf? Where's Van Michael Vincent or Jan Michael Vincent? Jan Michael Vincent and Airwolf. I want to know who he worked for. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yes, yes. You know, we have that. We have that now. We've got silent helicopters. It means nothing now. Airwolf. And what did he do anyway? Whatever did he ever do with that fucking helicopter?
You remember Street Hawk?
You remember someone? No, I'm not saying it. I just never saw Street Hawk. No. I just didn't see Street Hawk. God damn.
I gotta say, this is fun. This basically, guys, I'm sorry. This is our 1 hour. Tomorrow, guys, tomorrow on the show, we're gonna be talking about skinwalkers. And there's a lot of documentaries on skinwalkers that's actually on YouTube itself, and on this documentary about the Skinwalkers Ranch on Amazon. So it's a very interesting topic, and it's going to be interesting because I don't know a whole lot about skinwalkers, and I'm learning a lot. It's the India's version of their werewolf in a way.
Werewolves. Yeah,
so we're going to talk about that tomorrow, and then Thursday, the horror movie is The Hitcher, the original Hitcher. I'm not talking about we'll talk about the remake too, but the original Hitcher with Rutger Hauer is one of the best, one of the best horror movies ever. So beyond that, guys, I want to thank every single one of you for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow.